feel like there's like a lot of pressure nowadays when people are dating to like make that move on the first date or like to go in for the kiss or whatever.
I think it's awkward.
Yeah, and I feel like letting things. Yeah, like I feel like I remember when I went on dates when I was a teenager, like I was going into it with this objective of like, okay, I want to make out with her at least by the end of the night, right? Like that's my goal.
Yeah, like you have to, and that's kind of like
there's like an objective for a lot of dudes, and like that kind of puts you like when dudes are in that mindset, it can make them nervous because they're like, okay, I have to do this thing. And I feel like a better mindset to go into it with is like, okay, I want to get to know this person. I want to have fun with this person. And I think the objective should be to feel so relaxed with the person and comfortable with them that it just unfolds naturally.
You hear this, preach this, because exactly, if you guys are listening on this, don't be focusing on that objective, dude. That's honestly exactly how it is.
Yes.
You're vibing with them, you have that situation, you have a fun time. Most likely at the end of the night, that kiss will happen naturally.
Naturally.
But hold on. But what happened to the guy that was with her? He waited 30 minutes.
But here's what I would argue.
It was more than 30 minutes.
Here's what I would argue, though.
But regardless.
Here's what I would argue. When he took you up onto the rooftop, he already had it in his mind that he wanted to make out with you. And he was thinking about it.
He wanted to sleep with her probably like he knew.
Yeah,
he had an objective.
Of course. But I think that objective was on his mind the entire time. And I think that was what made him so nervous. When Sydney took you up to the rooftop, like he was thinking about, okay, how do I get from this situation to sleeping with her?
Instead of focusing on you.
I literally said like, oh, I'm on my way.
You know what,
think he was thinking about it before that?
Yeah, he was probably thinking about it the whole
entire time.
Yeah, but you know what the thing is, though, is that, I mean, a lot of you girls said that more often than not, you're the ones that initiate the first kiss. I think if most men...
I mean, I definitely have done it before, but
sure, maybe you've done it before, but I think most guys experience if they don't make the move, and that could be at any step along the way, if they don't ask for the girl's number, if they don't plan the date, if they don't set up the date, if they don't approach the girl, if they don't handle the logistics for the date, if they don't carry the conversation, if they don't go for the first kiss, if they don't escalate things forward sexually, if they don't move all the way to the finish line, let's say, if they don't take every single step or make every single step along the way, it's not going to happen. That's the experience of a lot of guys. It's certainly been my experience where I feel like for the vast majority of interactions that I have with women, if I don't make the move, it's not happening.
That's fully fair.
True.
No, but it's fair. It's actually very fair to say that.
Yeah,
100%. Because we know this, girls. All of us know this, that if a guy doesn't make the move on us, we're going to feel less inclined to, want to hang out with them because we feel like based off of societal standards, that the guy should be the first one to make the move.
But also, if she wants you that bad, she will make the move. Like,
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's
That's
just
fact.
how it goes.
That is
like,
a fact.
Because she's, like, we can read, like, I feel like I can read, like, body language very well, and, like, I don't know, if somebody likes me and if I like them back, like, I can make that move knowing that they want it to. And I wouldn't make that move if I didn't see that they didn't want it as well.
So I can say this, of most of the reaction or interactions I've had with women, I'll say this: if I never made the first move, it would have never happened.
I know where you're coming from.
It would have never happened. So, so I have to. Maybe it would have, right? Maybe it would have, but I have to. It falls on me to make the move, because if I don't, what happened with her is going to be what happened with me.
Honestly, I think it's to each their own. Like, if you're gonna make a move, make a move. But like,
but men don't have the privilege of just waiting around. We don't. Y'all can just go to a club, go to a bar, go to a party. Guys will come to you. Guys will make the move.
Yeah, but I don't expect that. I mean, if I see a guy I like, then I'll make the move. I don't need a guy to come up to me and like sit himself
I'll be
down.
honest,
Like,
Brian, I'll be honest with you. The best relationships of my life that I've had were relationships where the girl wanted me so much that she made it really clear to me. And when I contrast those relationships with the ones where I was like chasing after girls, it was like a way different experience. And so
I 100% agree.
Like
that's what happened to
what
mine.
Brian's saying is valid. Like the impetus
100%.
is almost entirely on dudes, but women do make, if a girl likes a guy enough, she's gonna make a move.
She's gonna make a move.
I mean, I would agree with you in that definitely the relationships of my long-term relationships, the girls have met me a bit more towards, like, they've put in more effort. But I mean, for even most of them, I'm still the one going for it.
Yeah.
I'm still the one. I'm going for the first kiss. I'm moving things forward.
Oh yeah.
Like,
well, same. I mean, the times where the girls pursued me a bit off the bat, like they like made their interest to me known, and then it was like, all right, Chase, ball's in your court. What are you gonna do with this now? And it was entirely on me to drive the relationship. And I would have been uncomfortable, honestly, if like a girl was like coming on to me, like trying to make out with me, all this stuff, and I like wasn't feeling into it. Like they made their interest known, and then it was like, all right, Chase, what's your move?
Would you call that a gender role? That like the guy has to make the first move?
I don't believe that.
Would I call it a
Like, would
gender
you-
role?
Yeah.
I'd call
like,
it.
solidified into our society that guys make the first move.
Yeah, I think it's like.
What's the thing? We can't do anything to change that.
Yeah.
now.
Well, hold on. You can't do anything to change that.
Okay,
Of
we are
course.
what, 7 people sitting in a room together talking about an ongoing issue. Sure.
You mean broadly speaking?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
We can talk about it, sure, but what's going to change?
Well, the thing is that
Personally,
why being initiated upon puts you in a stronger. Being initiated upon puts you in a, let's say, a stronger negotiating position.
Yes.
So you have what? I don't blame women for not initiating because, frankly, you don't have to. Because if you don't, the guys will. So
I think
there's
women,
no need for you to initiate.
I don't think there's no blame to put on anyone for
Yeah, I think-
initiating it first or not. I think it's just a natural thing that if someone wants to initiate it before then, like a guy or a girl, like you can initiate it if you
Sure.
feel that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would
it's
you-
not a guy's role or it's a girl's role. Like
Would
I
you
think
believe-
it's just who wants to do it 1st. Honestly.
I also think like women, I've heard from so many women, like they like being pursued, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. To
like-
each their own. I feel like it's like
Do you guys like being pursued by
I
a guy
like
that you
being-
like?
I can pursue
I really
myself. I like being pursued, like I do. But at the same time, like if I see a guy that I really like think is like attractive and cute and I like his personality, like I don't blame myself. Like I don't feel bad if he doesn't come up to me. Like I would much rather introduce myself than just let him walk away.
Do you do that?
I have done that.
Yeah.
for
How
sure.
many times have you done that?
I do it. I have done it multiple times.
Can you skip
Like,
the
and
microphone just a bit that way?
I don't have any shame in it. It's just like, hey, like this is my name. Like, how are you? Like,
Do you do that more frequently than the guy does, though?
no.
No,
More
yeah.
frequently the guy, obviously, but like I've definitely done it when like he hasn't come up to me and I'm just like, okay, like. But it's almost
I
like
do it
the
myself.
same thing as well. Like, I mean, if you like introduce yourself, I mean, obviously they're gonna talk, and I think they want to know more about you when you're like, oh, hey, this is who I am. Let me lay it all like out on the table, you know. I mean, like, I think that it's not a big deal if a guy comes up to you first or a girl comes up to you first. I feel like it's
Yeah.
Both
So
ways.
I have a really like juicy and productive question for this conversation on this subject. What's like the smoothest, most natural way a guy has like ever approached you, asked you guys out?
I'll start.
they compliment what I'm wearing, and usually they compliment my glasses because it's already in my eyes. And they go, "Oh my God, I love your glasses. Those are so sick." And then they're already talking to me, and then they'll just start the conversation. It's smooth because it's like they could be coming to me as a friend, and so it's kind of I'm already open already. And then they hit on me within the next 5 minutes.